to a terrifying experience at the insane asylum, Madison Cemetery, by Sam and Colby. And if you do not know that Sam and Colby, when they get to 10 million subscribers, they're going to spend a week in the Conjuring house. So they're now at 9.03 million subscribers. So make sure you subscribe and help them go stay a week in the Conjuring house. So let's get started.
Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. The energy in there is so strong. It's just so apparent.
This place is probably the most psychologically effective place I've ever been though.
Dizzy, nauseous.
Poltergeist activity.
Claritin knocks out symptoms from over 200 allergens without knocking you out. Live Claritin Clear.
I said I see it, and I like it, and I want it. Yes, I do.
Sorry about the ads.
I need it to make me happy. Oh, baby, yes, I do need you.
Activities. This is not a good spirit place.
It is possible that we are dealing with a demonic kind of entity.
I think it's you, Sam.
Something's attached to you.
If you do have attachments to you guys, it's gonna be a wild ride.
Sam. Madison Cemetery.
No way that's the light. Is that
The
it's
flashing
blinking?
light?
Dude, that's so freaky.
That's so ominous.
Is that where we're turning in?
I think so, because it's in 250 feet. Yes, dude, the Madison Seminary.
Of course.
Seminary.
Is there any more ominous sign than that?
I see a person in the window.
Oh, good. Shadow
In
person.
the window.
Shadow person. We're gonna have some ghosts tonight.
Nice.
That wasn't.
That was good.
Let's cut that. Oh God!
Gonna
Need us know
Look at
before
that.
we investigate.
Oh God!
Speaking of The Shining, we're going to the Stanley Hotel next week.
That's gonna be our finale of season 1, actually.
Finale of season
Get
1.
ready for that, guys. Oh, your sign was flickering all ominously.
I just forgot here. I've never seen that happen before.
Actually, we thought that was set up.
Yeah, no, they're
Dang.
like solars.
I'm already not a fan of this place, dog. Just look what happens when you get
Dog.
inside.
What happens, Nate?
Oh God! They're all staring at you.
Absolutely not, son.
No, you don't just walk in and there's this many dolls staring in your direction.
Dude, look at their eyes.
This guy's pretty horrifying.
Oh, dude,
honestly.
these ones.
Their eyes are so terrible.
Dude, that guy's tripping on Molly, bro. Oh my gosh, yeah, that baby's just on bars.
Yeah, like what?
This is the only room of this entire place that we're investigating.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's kind of anticlimactic.
Just fucking kidding me.
Wait, we're
This
going
door right here, man.
Oh God, it is freezing in here.
Dude, it looks all set up. I wonder if Adam set all this random stuff up here,
I
or if
think
it was
it's-
left like this.
I think he decorated
Some
this.
strange occult shit in here too.
What is that?
It's a triangle.
That looks like weird hopscotch.
I think this is the room.
Look, dude, you can see the sign from in here.
Bro, that's so
Oh
freaky.
my God. And he said he didn't set that up? Why would that happen the first night that we're here?
The poltergeists in this community know you
Attachment.
guys.
Oh yeah.
I feel like things always happen, no matter what.
They're probably like, have you guys heard of Sam and Colby? Yeah, I'm unsubscribed to those lame fucks.
What if there's an anti-Sam and Colby in the ghost community?
And they just leave comments on our videos.
Yeah, they're always hateful.
What is the Madison?
Spit, bro. Is that Adam?
Is that Adam?
Adam,
Oh
us that history, bruh.
Kiss him, Nate. Give him a kiss.
Kiss him.
Nate.
You won't. You won't.
kiss
I'm
him,
not
Nate.
gonna kiss
Kiss
Adam.
him. Kiss him, Nate.
Kiss Adam, Nate.
Guys, we're at a place called the Madison Seminary.
Not even gonna say
Seminary?
what's up.
We're not saying what.
Did you hear
What
that?
was that?
There's
that?
no one in the building and something just moved.
Wait, that was the front of the building?
No, that was downstairs.
Definitely over there.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we are here with Nate Attack.
Nate Attack!
At this place called the Madison Seminary.
Yes. Not semen.
Semen.
Whoa.
Were you guys having semen on the brain?
I still have a little on my teeth.
If you're like me, you have no idea what a seminary is. Apparently, it is a college that
seminary.
prepares students to be either priests, ministers, or rabbis. So this is like a religious school, but it wasn't only a religious school. It's got multiple layers of different history, which gives this really haunted vibe.
It is a place that is endowed with, steeped in trauma.
This place was built in 1847, and for 50 years it was that private school. And then it was turned into a widows and war veterans sort of like area.
It was a place where women and orphans who had lost their husbands and fathers to the war came to live. So it was like an epicenter of grief.
It was actually prone to see people commit suicide here at this building, and ever since, you see the apparitions.
And then
Okay.
Asylum kept a bunch of mentally ill people here, and everyone who worked here was a prison inmate.
it was known as the Nut House, and people referred to
Nut
people
House?
here as nuts.
Kind of similar to the Fairfield Infirmary. They would keep these patients and people up in the attic. During the harsh conditions of the summer and winter, patients would just suffer a lot of dehydration and they would go crazy due to just being locked up in uncomfortable situations.
Because we're in Ohio, so it gets extremely cold and extremely hot, and they didn't have heating and cooling up here.
You can literally see our breath in there. Then it turned into a police office, and then Adam bought it.
It starts religious, and then extreme trauma,
Yes.
and then insanity. That seems like the perfect recipe for a haunted place.
And then
because it's
police
like
come in. It's like, what?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
almost like this violent, imposed order.
But they couldn't even stay there for long. So basically, right after the police moved in, the people started not wanting to even come to the headquarters because they're like, oh God, this is literally like a ghost portal.
They were starting to hear stuff themselves.
They were only here for a couple years and they put it on the market. And when they put it on the market, they said, caution, building may be haunted. The police were that scared that they had to put a disclaimer.
Did you imagine the real estate agent trying to sell this place?
It's like, it's really nice, 88 rooms, it's really beautiful, and it's haunted.
Anyway, let's skip over that.
So guys, this building
It's haunted.
Did you know that Claren's double serum has 21 plant ingredients? It's
I did
formulated with
not
21
know
plant
that.
extracts, including turmeric. It also has ingredients like organic banana, teasel, organic oat, avocado,
Skip
mango.
ahead.
So guys, this building is actually insanely huge. It actually has 88 rooms in it, and the hauntings are rumored to be started at the beginning of the 20th century. So it's been haunted for a very, very long time.
Legend has it that there have been approximately 200 bodies found here. It's frequent for people to experience
200?
shadow visitations. They will get disoriented, dizzy, nauseous. So like
There's
they
even
get
reports of
sick
people
there.
getting like choked.
Poltergeist activities, things moving around, getting pushed. This is not a good spirit place.
And they don't like men.
Apparently, the worst of all the paranormal manifestations have happened in the last 5 years.
Why is Madison Seminary becoming more haunted?
My name's Adam Kimmel. I'm the owner of the Madison Seminary out here in Madison, Ohio.
I'm Steve Brock. I own Haunted Nights, which is a paranormal event company. I'm Dylan Stevens. I work with Steve with Haunted Nights. Madison, I always tell people, is its own type of location. It's just the energy in there is so strong. It's just so like apparent. I've slept in Fairfield a bunch of times.
Last week.
I've never slept in this building. I don't think I could. You see stuff on the grounds all the
Yeah.
time, like walking around outside. Like you can't get away from it here. Stuff happens in this building. Like it's all over the place.
Why is this place haunted? Why are people experiencing
Why is
things?
it
Why
like-
does it keep getting creepier and creepier? Things are staying, I think. We've had over 10,000 people come through in the last 4 years. All those different teams, like yourselves. You came from another location prior. Like we just came from Fairfield, right? So we still have that kind of stained on us. We're leaving our energy in places.
Right.
Right? And this gets into the theory of attachments. And what's unique in
Sam.
this case is you guys have been to a lot of places that normal people in this field don't get to go to, right?
Right.
Dracula's Castle, Chernobyl, Winchester Mystery House. What if things attach to these investigators
Sam.
and then they follow to another location, they're like, I like the way
Sam.
this place feels.
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out right now.
Mhm. Because things that may be attached to you guys.
Guys, Sam has an attachment in this episode, just so you know. In all the episodes that they have, after this episode. The first episode, Sam had an attachment. It might be from the Queen Mary. It might be from the Cellar House. It might be from The Conjuring. It might be from The Shining. Who knows? But it was in one episode of Sam and Colby, Amanda said it was before The Conjuring, before she met Sam and Colby. So I think that Sam had an attachment in the Queen Mary. And Colby said, wouldn't you think that the entities on the Queen Mary would get attached to someone to get off the ship? And that's what decided the attachment. So let's continue. I'm sorry that I'm taking so long. I talk all of this when he said that. I think the Sally attachment is gone. Who knows? Jackie. I don't know. But let's continue.
Are gonna like come here and maybe they'll stay. And it's like, that's why I think haunting elevates. How do spirits know to move from place to place? Like I always thought it was like a video game. Like you had an attachment, you went somewhere else, you unlocked a checkpoint. They know how to get there.
It's
right?
like a portal.
It's like a portal in a sense, right? So they know the more you keep moving with an attachment, it knows how to get somewhere. I call it taxi cab theory. They jump onto you, then they leave. And then they jump onto you, they go somewhere else. But it lets them go everywhere they need to go.
Oh.
And if they want to go home, they tell you through the Estes method when Sam's chained in the attic.
This almost reminds me of what an egregore is. Like just people bring their own energy into a haunted spot and then it therefore becomes haunted.
Yes, I think that's a lot of what we experience. The energies you guys are gonna bring, if you do have attachments to you guys,
Sam.
it's gonna be a wild ride.
When you feel this energy, do you tend to feel something negative or more positive?
I don't even like right now as we're talking about this. Like, I feel really like numbish. You get this like sixth sense. You just know like something feels off.
Sam! Why do spirits stay at
Before I
the
bought
maze?
Madison, people were ghost hunting out here. After I got it, we amplified it. This place is turnkey, constantly with teams coming in.
Wait, question for you, Doug. How would you say you've created the environment?
Rearranging energy. All right, this doesn't sound weird. You know, like when you're in a funk and you're in your house and you just feel like you're down and everything, but your house is a mess and everything. If you were to clean your house, like wash the dishes, fold your clothes, everything, all of a sudden the space feels really good. Like
It had a bad feng shui.
Bad feng shui, right?
Yeah.
When I got this place, it felt like straight depression. Like it was just bad. So we cleaned everything up.
So you're trying to make a place that is inviting for spirits.
Like,
Correct me if I'm like wrong here. You're not trying to make a negative place, are you?
When you say like negative spots, like I don't try to glorify what, like up in the asylum when those women were up there and stuff.
Sure.
You know, I keep the doors open. I always tell those ladies, you can walk around, you can do whatever you want, right? This is still your home. I'm recreating it to show that it still is their home. So when you're recreating the rooms and stuff like that, that's why I'm doing that. You know?
Gotcha.
Well, it's actually really interesting to get your side of it because when we were researching the seminary, we came across an account that you are the reason the place is haunted.
We came across a statement that says Adam might not be telling the full truth about the Madison. Before we investigate, we wanted to understand all the sides of the story. So first, we will talk about what.
So I guess one of the infamous ghost hunters, Mustafa Gadalari, believes that Adam is the reason that this place is haunted, but not just because he's been known to twist the history, but because he may have tried to trap a demon in the walls. Mustafa's saying this, we're gonna get down to the point of it.
There are these occult sigils painted all over the seminary. Apparently, these occult sigils were not some sense of protection, not some spell that was supposed to make these spirits at ease. It was actually to conjure up and trap a demon inside these walls. Again, all done by Adam.
They came from the Lesser Key of Solomon, which is like the Book of the Dead, so that's like witchcraft.
Which is why, again, like we're saying, there's a lot of history, but it's all gotten worse since Adam's here.
We're gonna get down to it.
And let it be said, Adam's dope.
Let's go figure out exactly what is going on here.
Dude, I'm nervous.
Before making any conclusions, we needed Adam's side of the story.
You know, ghost hunters Mustafa.
Oh God,
Galataray?
yeah.
Do you want to talk about that
Can
really
you-
quick?
Yeah,
So-
he's a piece of shit.
Mustafa thinks you are the reason the place is haunted. And he thinks that you're what's keeping the spirits here. And you have created an occult environment to try to trap energy here.
Hey, I'm very familiar with what he said. We did
Yeah.
spar a lot, and that's fine. Everyone can have their own opinions, but I disagree. The thing was, this place was haunted prior. There were a lot of teams coming here and doing stuff.
Sure.
So when I came here, it wasn't a self-manifestation, saying that I was manifesting the haunting.
Yeah, and we were just so curious about it because it's such an intriguing conflict.
It was such a huge, bold things to say, because I've never heard this anywhere else.
Well, and with so much like confidence to say something that, like you said, is an opinion. Everything in the paranormal is an opinion.
Everything's
There's nothing
opinion,
proven. Where are you coming up with something that is, this is a fact, he is keeping people here?
Well, I
lining
guess
pockets.
a good question would be, have you ever done anything besides, rearranging everything to conjure, for a lack of a better word, something to come and be more welcomed here?
When it comes to it sounds like a cult kind of stuff and summoning, I don't really participate. I don't say anyone can't do it. I've never sat down surrounded by candles or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah,
No.
which we 100% believe. There was just like the research of, what are they called, the sigils on the wall?
The lesser key of Solomon.
He also, again, to go off of how it's like a really unfound claim to make, one of the things they refer to as a sigil or a drawing to bring spirits in
Yes.
is a shuffleboard. You know what I mean? Like, that's where it's coming. They were
No,
like,
real story, real true story.
Oh, I think we saw that
they
shuffleboard
said
down there.
that is a sigil to bring in spirits, and they're like, no, it's a shuffleboard.
Yeah, we read it was from a Necronomicon, and so we were like, it's literally.
Well, and that's why we really want to talk about this and shed light on this situation, because people don't understand
Yeah.
it.
If we were trapping spirits, and there are locations I won't say, we don't want to cause any problems. I have heard of locations putting sea salt on the window seals to trap a spirit. Almost like it's modern day slavery, thinking that if my spirits aren't here, no one's going to come, right? Anyone who knows me, anyone, I have never told a spirit, you have to stay. You can leave at any time. Are we qualified enough?
I was just going to say,
are we qualified enough?
what makes you think you have the power to tell a spirit to stay or go?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
How would you there's no way.
There's no way.
And you're the first in 2016 to open this place for paranormal investigations, right?
Yeah, like publicly. Before they were doing it a little bit, but this is a whole new level.
So then what's to say that it isn't like retracting a little bit like an egregore, and it was just other people's energy that brought this spirit in here?
But at the end of the day, you would welcome more and more spirits. The more
100%. 100%. That just makes this whole field interesting. Honestly, my biggest thing is just be kind in the asylum. Those women did suffer a lot. And there is a dark energy. There is, but I think a majority of the time it's a lot of misfire.
The haunted doll.
There's
There's
one
always a haunted
specific
doll.
haunted doll known as Ohio's most haunted doll ever, and its name is Maddie.
There's always a haunted doll, and the doll's name is Maddie. Colby had like a thing with a girl, like a ghost girl named Maddie. Let's continue.
Oh, like the Maddie?
Like the Maddie.
Not the Maddie.
Who's the Maddie?
But a Maddie.
For the old viewers out there that have seen the Shanley Hotel episode, you guys know that I had a relationship with a ghost named Maddie, and she was a prostitute.
Wait, are you even flirting with ghosts, bro?
Yeah.
So he picks up even the undead.
Jeez, holy crap.
I've been missing her ever since.
You better be wearing protection, son.
Either this Maddie will be flattered that you also like other Maddies, or she'll be jealous and hate you.
We're gonna have to go see if this doll is really haunted, but the scariest part about this is whenever we are talking to the doll, you have to hold its hand or else paranormal things will happen to you. That's the rumor.
So Maddie's kind of high maintenance.
Of course we would come to the place with the most haunted doll in Ohio.
Always
The most haunted doll.
In Ohio.
That doll right there is considered to be Ohio's most haunted.
Wait, which one? Which one?
This one here.
This is Maddie?
Is this Maddie?
Maddie's right there to the left.
Dude, I did not walk straight up to this doll when it first came here.
Out of all like
Right
20
here?
of these dolls.
Oh my god.
When I bought the building, it was just the dentist chair upstairs. And that this place was just empty and erect.
That's all that was
all I
in
came
here?
with it. Yep.
Dude,
Oh my
there's
god.
no way. We walked straight up to these dolls. It was like the first thing we did when we came in.
That thing blinks on me.
But allegedly, people have seen the arm move, eyes blink. The nursery used to have this before I did. So some of the workers were finishing up right when the buy was finishing and all that. And two of them come down the ramp with the doll. They said this verbatim. They go, "This is Maddie, and if you take care of her, she'll take care of you in this building." And then they were like, "Do you want us to get a new dress for her or anything like that?" And I'm like, "No, it's fine. It's fine."
Holy cow.
And they left her standing, and then they walked out. We talked about possessions of people and attachments, things like that. Well, items can have those attachments too, but I think they have to be special. If spirits know, hey, that doll's getting a lot of attention, well, I'm gonna latch onto that.
You're gonna be talking to this doll, aren't you?
Yeah.
Do you notice she's basically got something that mirrors your tattoo on her dress?
Oh, yeah, what?
That's a creepy dress for a haunted doll to have.
That's crazy. That shit's crazy.
This is the occult sigil.
You also pointed this out.
Yeah, I immediately pointed this out. Saying, like, is this like a sign? Is this just a shuffleboard for the old person's home?
So this is what summons the dead here. This is actually our vessel.
What demons are you trying to trap?
Old people on cruise ships, actually.
That's perfect. Just
We're on the ground floor of Ohio Cottage, so this would be your basement right
Oh,
here.
this is technically the basement. So this is.
Where the dead body might
Body in the basement.
the basement here at the seminary is supposed to have a mysterious hole in it. No, don't take that.
Yo,
Don't.
dude.
No,
Come
trust
on.
me.
We're trying to be spooky.
They believe that there was a nurse murdered because she was in a dramatic affair with one of the doctors here. The doctor didn't want anyone to find out. He whacks her, then buried her in the middle of the floor and overlaid it with cement. So,
Semen or semen?
So we got the nurse under cement. And it wasn't until years later, investigating the mystery, the current owner, Adam, actually had dogs come in and sniff for a corpse.
Rebecca, she's a psychic. I've worked with her for 9 years. She got this vibe that there was a woman crying out there saying that, she had been sexually assaulted, murdered, and to this extent.
Damn.
We brought in cadaver dogs. 3 different cadaver dogs landed in the same spot, right in that room.
Ooh, weird.
When we did the ground penetrating radar, there was an anomaly about 3 feet away from that. The anomaly was detected when it was dug up. Nothing was there. But that was like an urban legend. When I came here, this used to be owned by the police had it, the fire department. They had this urban legend for a long time saying there's a woman buried in the floor.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh my fuck, that's the hole.
That's the whole.
Right in this area, 3 feet down is where that anomaly was. My stomach dropped when they said it's the size of a football. The mistreatment of women and stuff. We were thinking, what about an abortion? What about right?
my God.
My stomach dropped because right away that's how I went to. I'm like, they're gonna open that up and that's what they're gonna find.
Yeah.
But they proceeded, and those guys were digging for a good 2 hours. But when they kept going, you just have this soil. We talked to the ground penetrating radar guys. They're like, in our 20 years of doing this, we've never had a phantom anomaly that big and not be there when we dig up.
Wow.
Do they have any speculation about what it might have been that caused it, or were they just like...
What was that?
That was the wind.
No, they were just confused, and that was it. They apologized.
Sorry for ruining the floor. Lots of stairs these past few days.
Dude, okay. So you guys saw that outside, right? When you drove by?
Yo, the light flashing, right?
Yeah. I have no idea why that light is doing that right now.
It's just our luck.
Yeah,
We
why?
brought Sally.
You brought that.
Yeah, Sam, you
Use me
brought
for my
Sally.
I think one thing you guys are gonna notice tonight is each floor, the energy does feel a little different. Some places feel a little heavier than others. Time moves slower in this area.
Nate, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, Nate.
There's video of this thing opening and slamming shut, like repeatedly on video with nobody standing here.
Oh, what?
Glad we were drawn to it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I interacted with in this hallway. That's scary.
Wow, we're great here.
Well, dude, if we're going with the taxi, maybe we're just carrying the spirits around with us right now and interacting with
Sam
the things
is.
that they would want to be interacting with. Well, we were the ones that opened the door.
He's the Uber driver.
Sam's the Uber driver.
driver doesn't mean you're a passenger.
Okay.
That's true. That is true.
That was like elegantly.
That's very deep.
The ghost of the Sarah.
Where do you think, after being here for a year, is like the most active
It's always
spot?
little
Sarah's
girls.
room.
So as we walked in here, you guys saw that there was a bunch of dolls, but apparently there's another room in this building somewhere. It's called Sarah's room, and it's filled with dolls. Sarah is an entity that is a little girl that haunts this place, of course,
Always
just like
little
the Delaware
girls.
house, like the Sally house, like the Fairfield
There's a
Inn.
theme. We tried to get all of the ones with the little demon girls.
I don't believe in demons. If I saw it tomorrow, I would believe. But it is possible that we are dealing with a demonic kind of entity. The thing about this, though, I think if you were an asshole in life, you're an asshole in death, right?
Yes, yeah.
Human emotion doesn't change. It's like if Charles Manson died. You think he's gonna be a nice ghost, right?
Oh, no.
But he's gonna be misidentified as a demon because he's gonna try to hurt you. And he
Right.
already knows how to play the religion card. He knows if he says, Lucifer, you're gonna creep out thinking you're dealing with something.
Now, nobody really knows Sarah's origin. There's a rumor that she could have actually been a student student when this was a school way back in the 1850s and she just died here randomly, that's all apocryphal, so we don't really know.
What our friends Steve and Adam are saying is that they don't think this Sarah is actually a little girl at all, though. She might be the negative energy that's here, just manifesting themselves as
Something enticing that like pulls you in because it's gentle.
Just like the Sally House. It's just interesting how each of these places connect in weird ways. So do you believe that there could be a possible puppeteer entity like that, a negative person that will just travel portal to portal through these like places that could like pose as multiple different like little girls, little boys, or things like that?
Absolutely. And I know you've encountered stuff like this. I talked about taxi cab, right? What if this is just they all know how to get to all these different locations?
And you're the conduit.
Yeah, it's
You're
all
the one
Sam's
that's bringing
fault.
it to everything. What?
Oh, you're like an Uber for ghosts.
Yeah, you're like
Charging a lot. Where's my paycheck?
It can all be deep, but I think when it really comes down to it, Sarah's room is the most fascinating.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Huge shout out to our sponsor of today's video, Hunter! If you haven't heard, browser automatically search video games or
It's super iPhone or your
weekly shop. Honey's even got codes and should not download this. Now browser and your iPhone. Or guys, with that.
Whoa.
Or guys, with that being said, let's get back to my video.
Whoa. Oh, it's a Sarah's room.
Sarah's room.
Oh God, no, I can't. Whoa. Pee-pee.
Emily.
Oh.
Emily Davis.
Yeah. Bel Air.
From the Bel Air house.
You know, we talked about
Bel-Air.
portals in Fairfield.
Yes.
That was discussed.
Yes.
What I didn't say though,
Wait,
a lot of people
does that
believe that closet
Picture
door right
look like
there
Sally?
is the portal.
No way.
Oh, dude, just like Velisca.
Yes.
Which is where we did the.
Is that pic-
the
that
red
picture looks
one
like
to say
Where you sat in the closet. Something to keep in mind though. Velisca was before Sally.
There is one thing that I don't
That
think
picture looks
Sarah
like
might
Sally.
like. You got baby Trump.
Baby Trump? Oh my God.
If there was any definitive proof of
Oh,
reincarnation,
look at
Same
that.
haircut and everything.
That looks like Sally.
one other thing that we're talking about at Fairfield, the offerings.
Yeah.
This again is happening right here.
Why are you offering? Is that just to get communication, or is it because you're feared and you want their respect? If someone's trying to buy my respect for $1, they'd probably be more mad.
That's more disrespectful.
Am I worth $1?
The attic.
So in terms of haunted places in this building, it is said that the 4th floor attic is the most active area in the entire place. And yes, the thing that haunts the top floor is a 7-foot tall shadow figure.
Same as Fairfield.
This shadow figure might just be the actual apparition or physical embodiment of a Sally, a Susie, a Sarah.
That puppeteer demonic figure.
Correct.
That also means that there's probably portals in this house if this is all connected somehow.
Again, we don't know if it's connected, but based on Bel Air and Fairfield, we know that there's possibility to travel through portals, especially though when these are all described as kind of the same spirit.
7-foot tall shadow man in all of these attics? It's all the same story.
It's the same story and maybe the same demon.
One of the creepier things about the attic was the fact that they used to house mentally unstable people there. These were people who had what's called catatonic schizophrenia, a condition that causes them to stay in one position frozen for hours on end. The nurses would see them go into catatonia and they'd say, okay, they're going to be there. They would leave to go get help, and then they would come back and they would be moved already in their restraints strapped down, which they can't get themselves strapped into restraints. Yeah.
That is so scary. Imagine like seeing one of those people just like.
Yeah, even that in and of itself. Ugh.
Colby?
He's really going for it. Oh.
Final destination.
Ooh.
The Asylum.
Asylum.
Whoa, this is way bigger than expected. I felt like an energy change, like almost immediately.
It looks like a creepy hospital hallway. In an attic.
That's what it is.
Oh, wait, yeah, sure, I forgot about that.
That's where it happened.
Wait, what? That was when you were sitting?
Well, it's down this room on the left here.
You were on our way over here telling us about a crazy paranormal experience that you've had in this building, correct?
Yeah, so Madison kind of sticks out to me just because it kind of changed the way I look at investigating and how I'm going to experience things and how vulnerable we can be in a location. I don't always buy into the possession and all that kind of stuff. I think a lot of it gets hyped up, but there is one night when we were investigating here that I don't know if you want to call it blacking out. I don't remember a portion of the night. I said I wasn't myself for about 45 minutes. My mom had been investigating me for about 10 years at that point. night, and she cried that night.
What's your memory of the night like then?
It was myself and two other investigators. We'd gone up to the top floor in the asylum. I started to feel a little bit weird, and I kept moving towards the back corner of this one room. It got to the point that I was so far into this corner of the room, I was actually almost facing it with my back to everybody else.
What?
And again, like at this point, I was aware of what I was doing.
Were you standing still?
Yeah.
Catatonia.
Oh, yeah.
I told them, I was like, hey, I want to be in here alone. I want to investigate alone. And they both looked at me like, no way. Like, we're not leaving you alone in here. You're already acting super weird. And then the female investigator that was in there with us got really uncomfortable. She felt sick.
Getting sick is like a reoccurring theme of this building, correct?
Yeah. So she walked out, and the first thought that popped into my head, and I said it out loud, was one down, one to go. And it was just me and one other person in there. When I said that, the other guy in the room, I mean, it freaked him out. He was like, wait a minute. Like, what does that
That would
mean?
freak me out too, honestly.
What are you gonna do here? And at that point, this is where I don't remember anything.
Two other investigators and I went up after we kind of got wind of that. So we met him on the stairs. We're like, something's weird with that room. One of the volunteers came up. He's like, listen, you can't be alone in here. Something just happened to Steve. Like, it's affecting him. We need to figure out what that is before you guys investigate. All got really combative. Like, we just started yelling at him. Like, listen, we're not leaving. Like, this is a good investigation. So he's like, you guys are done. Just like go downstairs, go outside, take a minute.
Oh, they like kicked you out
And
pretty much?
that's, and that's not how Dylan is. Like, Dylan and the other two investigators that he was with that night are like the least confrontational. Like, they don't get like that.
Dude, I've never heard you like raise your voice at all. Like, ever.
It was so weird though, because I've never had something affect me that way, similar to Steve. I don't really believe in that, but I had my emotions change in that room. This place is probably the most like psychologically effective place I've ever been though. So
Wow.
keep that in mind.
Keep your guard up.
Okay.
That corner is where I ended up like turning and facing.
Would you be okay with recreating that experience tonight?
In this.
What is that?
What
Whoa,
was
whoa, 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 whoa.
I was hearing that
Down this hallway.
Footsteps?
What was that, though?
It's a snowfall? Like, snowfall?
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
That sounds it.
Can you do that again?
What the fuck?
What was it though? What did it sound like? You know?
I don't like shuffling or footsteps or something.
heard a footstep.
Yeah.
We were talking about recreating. You had this next level experience, maybe being in the same spots and the same times at night. We could maybe get that type of evidence again. If you're up for it. Alright,
Save that for later.
There is one last thing though, just in the room over. There is a person here, I'm keeping a promise. As long as I do not say his name, he said I can share this story.
Okay.
He did work here in the 80s, and he told me what he saw in this operating room.
80s was when this was a police center, right?
Yeah, the police and fire department were operating in here. The county kind of had the township.
And the police were scared to be here.
Right. They would keep files up here. No one wanted to come up here to do anything. But what they saw was disturbing.
This is the second ominous thing Adam has to show us.
He's just like lobbing up these ominous stories of like.
But wait, there's more.
Another place that we want to investigate tonight is the surgeon's room. So many patients would have been suspected to die on the table here. The doctor, the surgeon there is seen all around and haunting that area.
Do you know what you just did?
What I did?
You called him the wrong name. If you call the surgeon the doctor, he gets angry.
It's not like I already need another attachment.
You know what you can call him though?
What?
Daddy.
Daddy. Kobe's my dad. Guys, this is just a joke, but Kobe's my daddy.
I'm speaking to this unnamed individual, and he says it was the summer of 1984. He was up here. He comes and he's right in the doorway. First time he's been up in this spot, looks in the doorway, and he says, Adam, the only thing I can tell you is it looked like a torture chamber. What he saw was like a bronze table. It was like dyed green from ionization and all that. It was sitting right here. It had arm bars going across, leather couplings that come around to strap the arms. Legs came up at a 45-degree angle, would strap you this way. There was a light, just like a dentist's office, that would be right here, he said. It's ironic that we brought that in. He goes, oh, wait, there's one other thing. He's like, I don't think it was on the floor. I think it was on like some kind of metal slab or something like that. The only thing that was in this room was this marble slab right here that was around the corner. I'm like, why did someone drill holes on the top of it? And it looks like something was placed there, like it would have been set down in that spot. And then it opens up to theories, like if you're doing hydrotherapy and stuff, you're dumping water on people and things like that, or blood spilling, it's not gonna rot the floor out. It has something to go on underneath. But what's weird is after he saw this, he said about a week later he came back up and everything had been removed from the room.
Why would the fire department and police station keep that up here though? You know, that's just weird.
Well, they inherited the building.
What was it right before this police station?
It was the asylum.
Right? So what would they need to be torturing someone for?
This surgeon probably thought these people were subhuman. They were his experiments. In the 20s to 40s, we know across the country the kind of research, they probably thought they were helping, but
Research.
And that's who we think might be the puppeteer. This is that doctor that roams, and that's who everybody's afraid of up here because, like you said, what was he doing to people?
that's what all the evidence is leaning towards. Like, this is...
Oh my god. Well, in that case, let's get some equipment and start this investigation, guys. Sounds like we got a lot to go over.
The investigation of
Investigation
Sam
time.
Between
Colby.
today's tour and what we learned last night, we got a couple different things we want to figure out. First, is Adam right? Was there already a haunted location here, and it is just a place for spirits to pass and go, depending on said attachments? 2, last night we learned at the Fairfield Infirmary, I definitely have a goddamn attachment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why? Why does it want you?
Why in the world would it gain anything from just being?
Because from the Sally house you said, oh, if you want to go to my friend. Never mind. Not that. But you said, well, someone said, oh, do you need friends? Do you need a friend? And Cole and Sam sat inside the pentagram. And Colby conjured Sally. And Sally said he needed a friend. So Sam went inside the pentagram, and now Sally wanted Sam to be his friend, and so on and so forth. If that doesn't make any sense, but let's continue. That's what I think. What do you think? Comment down below.
Here. Why would you want to go home? We got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started.
Alright, so the first place we're gonna investigate, I think, what?
Did you hear that? They were literally walking behind us.
No.
I turned around and looked at him, and he was standing here looking at me like this, and dude, they was walking directly behind. You could literally hear the feet on the floor.
Already?
Are you sure it wasn't like the echo of
100%.
Yo, unless something followed us in here.
When we were doing the tour, I kept looking behind
I
us.
did the
I
same
swear to
thing.
God, I thought like someone was following us.
First question, we want to know. There were dogs that said there is a dead body down here. Let's try to figure that out. Nate, you want to go in the fucking hole? Go in the fucking hole.
Going in the hole.
You going in a hole?
Yo.
That baby ain't dead.
That
Right when I
baby
turn on the
ain't dead.
camera.
Where you guys said you heard the
We literally heard the footsteps. I was standing in that doorway. If we heard you walking down the hallway, I want you to set that light off when I get to the number 3.
1,
1,
2, 3.
3. Set that off if we heard you coming towards us.
No.
Go in the hole. I'm glad.
Time to go in the hole.
Yeah. Proud of you.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm stoked that you guys
Good
brought me
luck,
out to
Nate. Nate attack.
That's what Nate's best for. Get in your hole. I mean,
Get in your hole.
That's a quick saying. Something starts eating my legs.
I didn't realize it was like that far deep.
Yeah, I'm under the floor.
Oh, it did a yellow.
What? Right now?
It made a
Wait,
yellow.
go.
Yeah.
Alright, if there's something that recognizes a body being below surface here in the basement, can you make one of our devices go off? Was there ever a body below the basement floor?
That was right out of the
Dude, it hit to red. It went to red and then stopped.
Yo, I haven't haven't seen like an EMF do that since what? USS Hornet?
It's been a long time since it was like that.
Yeah. Dude, it was like nothing.
And then to nothing.
Exactly.
And there's nothing like electrical around here.
They're in
Like,
a whole dirt.
We thought that was debunked, but
Well, like
maybe
they
it
said,
was.
the dogs actually hit about 3 feet over that way, but the anomaly was over here.
you're right, you're right.
So this is an obelisk and has a dictionary of words, basically like a spirit box, but instead of all the radio static, it's just gonna spit out audible words so we can kind of communicate better. Okay, one more time. Spread. What's talking about spread?
Greg.
Adultery?
Yo, that's literally why they said she was killed and buried down here, because she was like a mistress. She was a mistress of higher up here.
Greg.
Oh my God.
And that's why she was killed.
And the
buried.
doctor?
What if-
Yeah, the doctor said.
Guys, what if Sam has an attachment named Greg? Huh.
As you're describing what happened, it goes up.
Greg, adultery, nighttime, wed. Greg as in a guy,
Yeah.
a doctor maybe. Adultery as in the crime, at nighttime when he was in wedlock.
When he was married. Dude!
Oh my God!
Dude, it's like you're... That's nuts.
It's like,
And
it's
then
like,
it's
yes.
gone. Yeah.
Dude, that just went off too. What is going on? Okay,
That all lines up so perfectly. And for an obelisk to do that, like that's rare. For it to all make sense, one word right after another, you know what I mean? And line up completely.
not
with the
only
story.
makes sense, but that is the exact story that was here, like literally early in this video.
Yes, yes, you
It
can
said,
look it up.
Pray, disregard.
Like disregard prayer?
Oh, fuck. Student.
This was a
This was
Seminary
a
class, yeah.
Yeah, seminary school. This thing is going off.
Dude, yeah, back in 1847, this started as a private school.
There's a school here.
So maybe that happened during that time? Or
Teacher, yeah.
Yeah, do we know?
Maybe that's the story that's wrong. Maybe it wasn't a doctor.
The teacher was in wedlock, but he was with another student.
Yeah. I also just want to point out this is the second night in a row we've made Nate be a dead body.
That's very true.
Oh yeah, I already noticed that, dude. Wow, I'm underground. If you like Nate being a dead body in our videos, please like and subscribe, and we'll continue making him do it.
So if there's someone or something in here, can you make our equipment go off again? Can you go touch this light?
Or
Did I
touch
just say something?
Shift through.
So like through the building, or
Does it watch the movie? Maybe. Preacher!
So it was a religious like school pretty much?
So the student was a preacher.
I don't know about that.
or was the preacher
whatever
was having the
Yes.
Affair with the student?
Yeah.
But this was a preacher school. Like people learning. Why would I say preacher and then say students, you know? Like it could have been any other type of school, or military school or something.
Right.
Guys, I'm scared.
Chills.
That's what I got.
Dude, that is what we're
Open.
getting.
So are we the
My door is wide open. And I feel like something might be back there. Who knows? But it doesn't look like it. And I hope my door does not shut. Let's continue.
the first ones to really get your story correct? Or the first ones to actually listen to you?
If so, can you make any of our devices go off?
Or is there more to your story that you want to tell us? Maybe you were right, they want us to shift to another part of the building.
It says shift,
Quiet right after.
shift through, and that thing hasn't gone off since.
We got the story we needed from here, now they want us to go somewhere else to get the rest of the story.
Can I get out of the hole?
Nate, you have to stay in that hole.
Shit, dude, it's going off. Yeah, let's get out of here. So that sucks, I gotta get out.
Yeah, it really was, dude.
All right.
Above! Person!
Just got out.
Person above. Yo.
Or was it Sarah, the floor above here?
Is Sarah's room right above us?
I think so. Dude, that was almost too perfect.
Sarah's room.
We are here in Sarah's room. Colby?
He's got somebody with him.
I brought something.
Maddie!
Dude, you're not holding her hand.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are?
Reminder, this is the most haunted doll in Ohio, apparently. Her name is Maddie. It probably doesn't have any connection to the Shanley, but it's funny that they're both named Maddie, so I'm just gonna be holding her with us. You never know what could happen.
You like Maddie?
It's meant to be.
Oh my god, dude, that doll is like 4 feet tall. Oh my
big doll.
god.
You should be dangling her by
Holding your hand, bro.
Like, would you hold your child like that?
Yeah,
dude?
Colby.
I think so, bro. Come
She's
on.
fine.
Hey, Maddie. Do Do you want to come out and play?
She blinks. Dude, okay.
Dude.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you started to pull away, it started spiking, it went to yellow.
And there's no way there's like phones around. She's not electronic. What is going on?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Yo!
Maddie, are you with us right now?
Yo, Maddie's active, dude! Oh my god!
Maddie, are you able to spike this up further than the yellow? Was there something in the hallway?
Yeah. Two distinct noises.
All right, we're just gonna use Maddie as just like a haunted object, but I think the main goal of here is just to talk to Sarah and see if she's using that portal over there.
Okay, sounds good.
We got a cat wall down here, lights up, music box into the closet in case there is actually a portal and people are coming in and out.
Wilson Castle, didn't that also have a portal in the closet?
Yes, in the pink room.
Apparently there's a portal where spirits can come in and out right in that closet. And off camera, we've gotten this music box to go off a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are right.
That closet.
And that went off crazy
Wait.
off camera.
Does that say something right here? It looks like it says Sam. I don't know what it says. Guys, comment down below what this says here. So I have this chat on Snapchat, and I'm gonna send this picture to my Snapchat friends. So it will be a second. Okay, let's continue.
So this is like a reoccurring thing.
Why are the portals there?
They're the darkest spots that everyone's afraid of.
I was gonna say also, why would everyone be afraid?
How's Maddie doing?
You know what? I miss my Maddie from the Shanley, but this is actually terrifying. I don't like holding this doll's hand.
Bro, maybe you shouldn't be bringing up Maddie from Shanley so often around this new Maddie. I mean, does that seem a little bit...
Maddie's like 6 years old.
She's gonna turn her head at you.
Oh my god. She'd be out the window, honestly.
You just yeet Maddie.
Okay, one of them responded. Let's see what they say. I don't know, LMAO. PQ. Yeah, I see that. But what's on the top, though?
I think after that first session, it's pretty clear that whatever Sierra wants to talk to us tonight.
I was gonna say, I think we already solved our first case.
Yeah.
I believe Adam now.
Yeah.
I really, really, really want to, if we're in Sarah's room, figure out the Sarah story. How did she get here? Why is her name Sarah? Is that actually portable?
Is it really a little girl? You know what all these quote unquote little girls have had in common that we've been? They all like the flashing lights and they all like use like crayons, like the last time. They're just like little kid things.
AKA her homework.
Yeah, let's focus for a second.
Did you hear that?
This is what we talked about earlier, though. Every time we want to focus on Sarah, it tries to.
Yo! Flashlight on! It just turned off, right? She turned it off.
Oh, it's on. Yeah.
What the fuck?
This is what it did at Fairfield, too.
Yeah, it was like on, off, on, off, on, off.
There it goes.
I said, yeah, hey.
Okay, again. S-I-M? I don't know.
Hey guys, look me. Look, right here. Sarah! Oh my god! It's back and forth. Turn that off, then we can play a little game with you. And turn it off.
Like it walked past there.
Yeah, it walked over there.
That's what I thought. So guys, in this mirror right here, it says Sam and PQ. Look closely and you can see it.
How's that to flip it off?
Oh my god.
Do we have the ring lights out?
Oh, it came back out. All right, if you're coming out of there, come over to this flashlight now and turn it on. Walk past that.
Oh my god! No! Oh my god! Whoa! Every single thing we have. Recalibrate.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
If you're not originally from this building, and you came here with somebody else, set off the device in the hallway.
Sam!
Wait! That just confirms that.
That's
You have an
something came here.
With somebody else.
Whatever is like making everything happen.
And it came out of the portal first before it started talking.
Mother
When you said that, dude, Adam's right.
We got an EVP here a couple years ago. It said just passing through.
We saw a shadow come out of the hallway, so we pulled up the DR60, asked who it was, said just passing through.
Yep.
Went back into the room, didn't have no idea. What was that?
Nothing else happened up there after that. So we got a pretty important question for you. We're trying to clear some stuff up. Are you able to come and go as you please? If you are, set that device off again in the hallway, the red light out there. If you can come and go from this building whenever you want,
Flashlight.
set it off.
What was that?
There was a crack out there.
Sounds like a footstep.
Maybe it can't go as it pleases.
It needs somebody to bring it out. Do you need a person or a vessel for you to move
It's
from building to building?
It actually says STM. PQ. Not Sam. So.
Yo! Right as you said that! A person from building to building, flashlight on!
So we're the vessels.
Just like he said, it's using us to open the doorways between each building, and then once they're
I hate to say this, but I don't think we are, but I think it's you, Sam.
Something's attached to you.
If you came here with Sam from another location, set off that red light in the hallway.
Better yet, if you're here with me, why don't you come over here? Set off this flashlight next to me.
That confirmed it.
Sam has an
So
attachment!
yesterday we figured out that you did have an attachment, and right now we just figured out that it is for sure following you to place to place to
And
place.
the power that it needs is just a taxi cab.
Well, why would it want to go to place to place? That doesn't make any sense.
For power.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Gaining energy.
What does it need with all of these different
What did you
places?
say last time? The Estes method that you guys had last night was it needs to go home.
It wants to
So,
Dude, guys, there's footsteps in the hallway. There is.
That is so clear.
If the power that it gets by attaching to somebody is being able to go from place to place, but the end goal is to go home, what does it gain?
Unless places like this.
Give it more power.
It's kind of like an all-encompassing thing. Like Adam's saying, like groups are bringing things here. Maybe they're energizing it more, so they're going to do more.
More and more and more
And they can come to
things
these
build.
places that have more energy already.
It's building energy.
Are you using Sam as a vessel to gain energy? If you are, turn off that flashlight.
Yo.
That confirmed it, dude. What if it's just opening portals each time you go to a new place?
But it can't get there originally without
It has to
being
go
brought.
there with somebody first.
And then boom, you're just linking all these spots.
Flashlight just turned on. Yeah, that's going on.
The question is, does it have a negative agenda?
Right.
Yeah.
What's its end goal?
I mean, how do we even ask something like this, that question?
And if they have the power to make Steve black out and forget everything, how do you know that you're not choosing these locations? How do you know you're not being influenced?
I had my only experience with some sort of attachment or blacking out at this location. Have you ever heard of this place until you met us?
No.
Would you have come?
We didn't know Fairfield, we didn't know this place, but yet somehow both of them have almost an identical spirit as Sally House.
Why did we bring the tambourine to the Bel Air house?
Why? It was such a good coincidence.
What does this mean for the rest of investigations or even like our home, like in LA? Does that mean following us there too?
The thing that I don't understand is why.
What's its motive?
The attic.
Nate, like we were talking about earlier, what is that word? The catatonic, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the catatonic patient sitting in these creepy ass chairs just looking out the windows.
Because they weren't just sitting right there.
Literally, the condition will have them like doing things like.
That's scary, man.
That's freaky.
I figured we'd try this new method I've been doing on this Ohio trip.
Silent my
Automatic writing.
Planchette.
This is like using a Ouija board, except it's not a Ouija board. It's on a blank piece of paper. We're gonna put a pencil on there. We're all gonna touch it with 2 fingers, just like normal.
Guys, I'll be right back. I have to go do something quick.
It can be literally just blobs. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna play some Paranormal Pictionary, dog.
Yes, sir.
This sort of automatic writing Ouija board outdates the actual board part of the Ouija board. This is what inspired your Ouija board. You want to talk to us on this thing? Can you turn that off? Thank you.
Dude, it's ready. Like, it was talking to us so much in Sarah's room.
It also just feels heavy here.
To refresh everybody on how these sort of Ouija board things work, it is a complete subconscious mind push sort of thing. Like if you feel as though you should be pushing that way, push that way.
Right when you guys put your hands on there. Hey, can you turn that off?
Oh my gosh.
Whatever is here in the Madison Seminary, if you can get us some sort of sign as to who you are, what you want, or where you can talk to us, just give us some sort of sign with this board. You can draw absolutely anything. Sarah, if this is you, feel free to use it to draw.
Yeah.
Play like a little toy.
Maybe it's another entity of this house. 7-foot shadow man, maybe you're up here. Flashlight's on.
Mine's like barely touched me.
What was that? Was that footsteps?
Flashlight's off.
Whoa, what was that?
4 doors.
Yeah.
That's big.
It was behind me.
Whoa.
Okay, someone's in.
Hello? If you're down there, come over here and talk to us.
Is it even moving for you guys at all?
I don't know, I think it's stuck to the paper. Here, let's.
Is it in like a divot? All right, so they're gonna hold down the paper and just use one hand because it's a little harder than we thought.
Again, if you want to show us anything, draw anything, give us any sort of hint as to who you are, please use this planchette.
Bro. This thing's at 44 now.
Oh, wait.
This thing's going.
Making a deep line.
Flashlight's on.
Yeah, this is weird. Can you make a noise for us?
Just like you were down the hall, can you slam another door?
Yo.
Dude.
Bro.
Wait, what is that?
This sounds like a door.
Turn that flashlight and come over here on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Are you kidding me?
I should check what it says.
You guys done? What the fuck is that? This is where you started, right?
Yeah, looks like just a loop. All right.
I'm trying to figure out what that could be. I don't
I have
know.
no idea if you guys.
It almost looks like a surgeon utensil. You're like, right?
Wait,
a little bit?
Come here.
What? Whoa. Oh my god! Holy shit, guys. Dude! Wait, let's go bring that to the picture. No!
Look at the curve. Yeah. Down, around, and back.
All right.
Wait, let's compare it.
No way. Holy shit, dude. We'll put the picture right here, guys.
It is not exactly, but it is pretty close.
Yeah, like, and he can't lift up, so obviously, like, you couldn't really make this part, but it literally has the curve right here, too.
Wait, there's no way, dude. None of us knew that was there except for Steve.
As soon as you said it was like a surgical thing, I was like, I know where there's something in here that looks just like that.
When I looked at it, I was like, oh god,
this didn't work.
Yeah, that was like
What is that tool, bro? Don't you remember when we were reading the history? It said that they used to pull people's teeth when
That's
they
what I was just thinking.
When he was sick.
Wait, the biters. I don't know if we talked about that on the history part. Could you explain that?
Because they had a bunch of unruly and mentally unstable people up here, they would also oftentimes be violent. And one of the ways they would retaliate when they were not wanting to be shot down is they would like bite. And so when they couldn't like make them stop, they said, well, fuck it, we just pull their teeth.
And you know back then they weren't using like any sort of pain, pain medication or anything.
Flashlight's on too.
Guys, I don't know how this works. This is just honestly crazy.
This is just something that we're trying out.
It seems to work. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe all of this is a coincidence. But that was pretty.
That's pretty crazy. And you guys, that's the only thing in there.
I think that only means one thing.
I don't even know if we need to try it again.
We got a surgeon room.
I feel like we got questions to ask in that room.
Yeah.
100%. It's leading us there.
If you want to come talk to us in the surgeon room, turn that flashlight off.
Yo.
Thank you.
All right, guys, obviously whatever's here talking to us is trying to get us into the surgeon room as fast as possible. But if you guys are enjoying the video so far, you know what to do. Leave a like. If this gets 300,000 likes, we will do another haunted asylum because it seems like these places are very active. So leave a like if you want to see that. And while you're down there, drop a subscribe too because it helps us out a lot. It's free. Let's go.
What was that?
Was that the window?
There's another thumb.
Was that the window?
No, I think it might be this thing.
No, it's this all right here.
Hello?
Flashlight.
And that.
That's not the window.
Bro, that's getting closer. It sounds like someone's stumbling around like they have.
Is somebody coming?
Like they're in a psychosis or something. Yeah.
Somebody coming in here?
Dude, that's getting closer. It's coming.
So this used to be maybe like a potential torture chamber?
Well, remember he said the people that were in here helping the people that were in the asylum just thought these patients were way below them.
Yeah, they weren't people. They were things they could experiment on.
Experiment is the key word. Were you telling us to come into the surgeon room?
Oh shit. That's a yes.
Is there any reason that you had us draw out these pliers? Do they remind you of something? What is that noise? It's so loud. Did you have us come into this room because you wanted to torture us? Did you want one of us to be your patient?
You want one of us to sit on the chair?
What is that? This was coming down this way.
Still? For some reason, I thought it was outside.
Wait, were those doors open like that last time?
Bro, it sounded like it was so much closer than that.
Yeah.
What?
I can't tell if it was the camera.